Corey? They were either damaged and sent to the claim center for repair. You have hotspots that are being requested from technology for removal. And you also have some network component items as well. The next page you have is page 47, approval to remove equipment from fixed asset report. And this equipment on November 2nd of 2021, MDE, CTE supervisor, accompanied with representatives from other Mississippi school districts, removed automotive equipment from 2 closed automotive programs. Both programs were closed before the Greenwood Public School District and the LaFleur County School District consolidated. So attached is a report of the items removed and deleted from the GLCSD's MDE inventory list. All of the items listed were initially purchased by the school district and reimbursed by MDE. And that's for the CTC. Next, you have page 52, approval of CTE equipment disposal. After a thorough audit of the equipment located at the CTE, some equipment was found to be inoperable and have been replaced over the years with updated models. Although these items have been replaced, they have not yet been removed from the fixed asset report and disposed of. Page 54, you have approval to remove lost or stolen equipment from the fixed asset report. Again, after a thorough audit of the equipment located at the Korean Technical Center, 8 items were not located. A police report has been obtained for all unlocated items.
Dr. Brown, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So when these police reports were done, they were not able to be located?
Yes, ma'am.
So how can we just say that they were stolen?
They're not there, so I'm not sure if they're stolen or not, but they're missing. So she filed a report. That's for CTE. Page 60, Life Help Business Agreement and Memorandum of Understanding. Dr. Cole.
This is our standard annual MOU between us and Life Help. Services will continue throughout the summer.
Page 69, you have approval of a request for early graduation. We have a high school student. Her parents are requesting early graduation. If you see the attached pages, we do have an early graduation policy, and you'll see the letter from the young lady's principal, as well as her information regarding her grades. Page 74, Special Education Extended School Year Personnel. Dr. Cole.
There are some additions to personnel needed to operate ESY for the summer. So you have 2 personnel who are certified and 1 classified. The rates of pay are different because it's based off what their current rate of pay is.
Page 78, you have approval of staff for IEP development. Dr. Coleman.
The Special Education Department is working on IEP compliance. The implementation is for students with current disabilities of teachers who have resigned, so the additional development or staff training is needed. The request is for staff, and it will not exceed $2,000 per individual. Teachers will be paid a stipend of $25 per hour. Those staff members are listed, and training will begin May 26th through June 8th. There are approximately 21 staff members who are in need of this training.
Page 80, you have approval of job descriptions. You have 2 job descriptions that have not been board approved. The last ones were approved with the changes to, we had duplicates, names. We do have hard copies of the job descriptions here as well that were already approved. In this list, you have a job description for 2 positions, financial, federal program, homeless and fixed asset, and financial administrator.
Dr. Brown, if we could quickly go through, and I'll just tell you the position, and then I'll tell you the page number with correction, okay? So the first one that I'm looking at is transportation, and if you could go to the 3rd page, and I want to see if that's correct for education and or experience. Yeah, I thought Ms. Flowers gave y'all that. Okay. If you could let Dr. Moore see with you, and I'll let Ms. Moore
That's
see
another
with me. Oh, that's it.
I think she printed some more.
That should be 2 because it looks so big. Okay, you got me, Dr. Brown.
No, ma'am, I think mine is in a different order. We're looking for transportation. Okay. Transportation. Let me take this.
So board members, the first one I'm looking at is transportation.
Is it before or after curriculum? Before or no? Before, after? Before. Social work.
Yeah, but we look at these three jobs.
Technology.
So they in this one?
Yeah.
Well, that's not what I have.
Okay, I have it. Transportation.
So if you could look at education and or experience. And so right in my stack next to it was technology. And if you could go and look at the same thing where it has experience, education and experience. Do y'all see what I'm saying, board members?
I ain't even got there.
Okay, so Dr. Moore, come over here. Find your man for technology and transportation.
Okay. Well, it's kind of,
If you could look at maintenance and if you can look at technology, look at the education and or experience, what it has for both of them. see it, Dr. Brown?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then if you can look at, technology, if you can look at numbers 34 and number 38, where it has chiefs.
Technology.
Numbers 34 and number 38.
I must be on that. 54. Okay. I was on technology technician. That's technology director. Okay. I was on technology technician. Number 34, okay, change that. I'ma just circle it. You got Stephen up too. Okay. 34 and 38, okay. I got it.
Okay, on special services,
Okay.
I'm sorry, Dr. Brown, but mine went in order like that.
Students, not student support specialists. Okay, special
Okay.
services.
Under number 40, where it has, the time is 8 to 4, but then the other one says, it got chiefs on there,
Okay,
and then on number 44, it has chiefs on there.
okay. Number 46.
And then can you take a look at the physical demands?
Okay. Okay.
I couldn't understand what it was talking about, 50 pounds. You see what I'm talking about, where it says, physical demands?
I see physical demands. I don't.
It goes on to 2 pages, the last 2 pages. It says something about them lifting 50 pounds.
Lifting up to 50 pounds.
I just couldn't see what was the purpose of that.
More than likely, it's not.
Students with the wheelchairs and stuff like that when they go out. So typically you have an assistant that helps with that, but in an emergency situation, that person's help.
But I'm saying, but the person who in charge gonna do that? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, security director,
Okay. Before the social worker.
on number 21, it has 8 to 4:30, and I'm sure it's supposed to be 8 to 4. And then it has chiefs on there.
Secretary, is it? Security director. Okay. Okay, security director.
Ma'am,
We found it. Which one?
this is a security director.
Okay.
And then look at education. You see it?
Okay. Yeah, let me see that. What was the first thing you said before education?
It was on that time. It should be 8 to 4,
Okay.
and then it had chiefs, and then the education part of it.
Okay.
The next one is MCS director.
That's maintenance work. How far is that from maintenance work? Okay. MC's director.
Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Look at number 6, where it has chiefs.
Okay.
And number 14. And so, Dr. Brown, when I'm just looking at going through here, like, for instance, number 31, where they supervise, and like number 34, I'm just, and number 37, if you can just look at these.
Okay.
and
Can you
I'm-
repeat those numbers again?
I mean, it's just really from
31.
31 on down.
Okay.
If you're looking at their job description,
Okay.
you know, who they supervise and when the superintendent is out and all that.
Okay.
And then on number 57, number 50 especially, and then on number 57 where it has the dates of 2019 and 2020, and it also has chiefs on there.
Okay.
All right, the next one is maintenance director.
Okay, I got it.
Look at number 17.
Okay.
Look at number 41. Same thing, 8 to 4.
Okay.
Then look at number 50. And then if you could go to where it says supervisory responsibility.
Okay. Got it. One second. Okay.
You see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you see where it says certificates, licenses, and registration? I know this person would need that.
Okay. Got it.
I'm trying to go fast. The next one is human resources. Same thing about the time, 8 to 4, which is number 36.
Is it in that stack over there? About the hill. Is it right there? Oh, it's not there. So it's for 4 big people.
The next one is food services.
We looking for the human services.
Oh, yeah, they got here.
Okay,
Let me
we
tell
have
you
human,
again.
we got
Okay, let's see.
36.
All right.
Okay.
On human resources, it is number 36, the time, 8 to 4 o'clock.
Okay.
I believe that's all.
The next one.
The next one is food services. Director. And same time, 8 to 4 o'clock.
And then we gonna
That's number 34.
tell him to remove. Okay, food services. Which one? Okay,
And then it has, in the same thing, you got chiefs on there.
okay.
The next one is federal programs. Director. And where it has physical demands, and it could be correct, I just want to make sure.
It's right after. Go back and mark, the transportation director too.
The next one is early learning pre-K.
Physical demands. Okay, early learning pre-K.
Ma'am?
I'm ready for early learning.
Okay, on number 24, it has Greenwood Public School
Okay.
District. And then on number 27, it has Chiefs.
Okay,
And then on that last page, it has Board of Trustees, GLCD.
okay,
And Dr. Brown, Ms. Lewis's question is for transportation and technology. She want to know what is the degree, afterwards. You ain't got to tell us now.
okay.
All right, the next one is alternative school.
Alternative.
I want to know if number 40 goes on there. Alternative school, number 40.
You said something. Coach. Okay, number 40.
Number 40, you see what it says?
Okay,
All right. Then if you look at number 50, number 57, number 58, and number 59, Chiefs,
okay.
and number 60. You want me to say them again?
I got them.
You got it.
Mhm.
Okay. The next one is athletic director.
Mhm.
On number 23,
Okay.
8 to 4. And then in that same one where it has Chiefs. And my question again was the physical demands.
Okay, what was he? Okay.
Okay, I'm on curriculum coordinator. So the position title, I was wondering if those other titles would come off of there. I'm asking now. Because I'm looking at, like the last one, I don't know, I know the first one is it, but I didn't know if number 2 and number 3 and number 4, you see it's 4 different ones. So I just want you to look at that.
Okay.
Number 6, it has Chiefs. Number 14 has Chiefs. And then number 35, I don't think it should go in there, period. And number 36, if you could read what they say, number 35 and number 36, who they supervise. And I'm just asking for number 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Just, just looking at the job description, if you will. And number 74, the same thing, 8 to 4. And it got Chiefs in there. And then it has 2019 and 2020 in there. If you could just look at this whole job description and revamp. Because I think some of those jobs have, you know what I'm saying, some of these titles, so it wouldn't apply to it. The next one is the business manager. Number 30, chiefs.
This is for curriculum coordinator.
Number 33 and number 35, where it has chiefs. Academic coach.
I know that was first. Okay, got academic coach. You can do that and I'll do this. Okay.
If you go down where it says job goal, in sentence 1, 2, 3, 4, in sentence 5, if you look at those first two words,
So,
I circled that.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay,
Those first two words.
okay.
If you go to the next page where it says attributes, and if you can go down to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the number 6 bullet,
Okay,
it's like it left something left off.
okay.
Number 19 has Greenwood Public Schools.
Okay.
And as far as I know, that's all the ones I have.
I'm putting back.
Board members, if you all see something different. So I don't know, I think Ms. Lewis packet might have more than what I had, but from the ones that I got yesterday, on Monday, I looked through them.
Also, Dr. Brown, with the, would you add the revision dates?
I will.
I see some needs to be changed, and some don't have any.
Okay.
Okay.
And we'll change the names at the top of the document as well. The name at the top of the document.
And if you don't mind, take a look again at those work days.
Okay.
It's two.
Is it possible to change numbers? So when we going back to this, we prefer,
So Ms. Flowers, Ms. Lewis says it too much in your documentation.
to add page numbers.
Can you insert page numbers, or is that too much? No, she said they're individual.
Oh, okay, it's just not one big document.
Okay, Dr. Brown.
Next, you have page 86, your monthly financial reports, Mrs. Washington.
Good evening. So I have your financial reports, and I also have just general budgeting questions or things that the board, even through your walkthroughs or something that y'all see that we might need to include in the budget for the upcoming school year. I do have some lists from quite a few departments or some suggestions that they wanted to see, but I wanted to know if the board, did they want to have any extra input as far as the budget is concerned? Anything you want me to put in there that maybe you didn't realize was in there before? And that could be anywhere from the format of it. If I can change the format to make it easier for you, I'll try to get that approved as well through our software vendor.
Are we on the correct schedule as far as our budget is concerned?
Well, I actually, in retrospect to remembering from one year to the next, I couldn't remember if I brought y'all anything for this during the work session to say about input or just reviewing, because we do the formal budget hearing already, in which the board takes part in it as well. And again, we'll just address different issues where every, department who gave me something, we will address those areas, or we'll discuss those, even though you will have a budget act, and to see what the actual outcome is once we put the expenditures in and the revenue in.
Can you also give us that calendar again so we can know the dates again, so we won't end up like we, last year, it looked like every board member was out of town. We had to speed back to come back for our,
Okay.
meetings, you know,
Do you
those.
have a date for that?
Do you have the date?
For the, public hearing?
Public hearing, budget hearing?
Yes. Let me find out email this week. All right, the actual public hearing should be on June 15th, 2022. And the approval should be on June 29th, 2022. I think normally the ad runs about, I wanna say 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, I think is the, budget hearing is at 5 o'clock. So you should see an ad in the paper June 7th and June 15th. It'll be here.
Another thing I wanna know, do you have those, cutoff dates for the new school year for, employees when they, you know, the cutoff dates, like, so that they'll know what day they get payroll? Then, Dr. Brown, what date we were supposed to have that? You know, the cutoff dates for, so like when employees get paid every month,
Yeah.
the board has to approve that so that we can see at what day we were supposed to have that already.
Well, actually, we haven't even started working on payroll dates for next school year. I think it's usually maybe the first, well, I guess we could try to have it for June,
Right, cause isn't it on their calendar? I think it might be on our board calendar, I can't
I
remember, I
don't
have to go
think the
look.
payroll schedule, I think the work calendar is on there, but not the payroll
No,
cutoff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, the actual cutoff dates that we have to approve. Can you look into it if you don't mind?
Yes, I'll get you a copy. Like I said, it has to be worked up.
Okay. Any other questions, board members, for Ms. Washington? Okay, Dr. Brown. Oh, Ms. Washington, please do not forget, MAS and, MSBA.
Yeah.
And, cause we wanna make sure we are staying in the hotel where the events are
Or sponsored.
held,
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, I can recall last year this time, we were getting our hotels, cause we wanna make sure that we stay there.
Okay, again, we can put in a purchase order.
Right.
Now, you all probably held your own rooms, I'm not sure.
We did.
Y'all didn't hold your rooms? Okay, because I know we don't send a check for July in June. You just really can't do that,
Mhm.
without having some financial risk at it. So, and I guess it depends on where you went, cause see, some like.
Mass is always in Biloxi at the Beau Rivage.
Beau Rivage. I
Mhm.
think Mr. Johnson, what he did was get a purchase order, set up through them, and they just allowed us to pay for it in July. Is-
Yeah, normally you would have to set up your own block.
We can't hear you, Mr. John.
Yes. Yes, normally you have to set up a room block. And that's a credit application for the new year. Since I when you return, I didn't set that up. There's something that Ms. Washington set up though.
You got that, Ms. Washington?
All right, okay.
Both of them are in July.
Okay. One is, the other one is out of the state.
One is in New Orleans.
Okay.
MSBA is in New Orleans. So I think Mass is first. Am I right, board members? I
Yeah,
think
so.
Mass is first.
I think it's on that list, so it's on here. So
Both of them in July.
Matter of fact, I got, yeah, both of them in July.
But anyway, Miss Washington, my point is we want to stay in the hotel. We don't want to be getting up trying to find how to get to another place.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Any other questions for Miss Washington? Okay, Dr. Brown.
Next, you have your consent agenda, minutes of board meetings for May 2nd, May 3rd, May 4th, May 6th, and May 25th will be included. If I could go back, board members, to 4.6, RFPs and approvals for reverse auction and instruction materials and online interventions. I did receive that. It's not in the packet. I received an email from that I will put in there for RFP reversal.
And what about Ms. Flowers, the employee children? That is that going to be in here still? Okay. Okay.
As well as 4.7 for the DAIS membership for 2022-2023. I submit that as well. You'll also have, we'll write in an addition to the agenda for student and general liability insurance. We haven't gotten a proposal, but we should receive it before we release the board packet. Then we go to page 199. This is your personnel recommendations for 2021-2022, followed by your personnel recommendations for 2022-2023 on page 203.
Any question, board members, about 21-22? All right, we on 22-23. Attorney Pullitt, we forgot when we went in executive session about the hearing. So board members, we also got to come up with a date. So Attorney Pullitt, just without speaking to it, can you just?
Board members, we have a hearing that needs to be set regarding an employee matter. The employee requested a hearing on Monday, I believe, and that we have to set a hearing 30 days from that day, which I believe is May 23rd. At the time that the board sets the hearing, we will then prepare the proper documentation regarding the notice of the hearing, and we will reach out to the court reporting service for their service as well.
And so 30 days from then is what Attorney Pullitt? What date we can't go past is what I'm trying to make sure.
June 22nd.
That's the last date, June 22nd. So, we'll call you, cause, yeah, board members, remember, we do have other hearings, so we might be able to coordinate them with that. So, I'll give you a call on that. No, ma'am. And don't forget, board members, if you all could take a look at the calendar that I sent. Because on some of them, it's something that has to be announced, if you all could refer to it. Dr. Brown, any housekeeping rules for us for graduation? Ms. Abraham, I have your role.
We do have graduation on May 27th for all 3 high schools. The floor beginning at 8 o'clock. We ask the students to be there by 7:15. Amanda Elsie High School is at 11 o'clock. I don't have it here with me. And Greenwood High School is at 2 o'clock. We will be on the campus of Valley tomorrow with the students, helping them to get prepared for graduation. We have, well, that's not for the public, but graduation is Friday. We have all 3 schools.
And you said for us to be there at 7:30, correct?
Yes, for the board to be there at 7:30.
And the floor is at 9 or 8?
The floor is at 8.
At 8, board members, so I put the wrong time. I'm gonna do a correction. The floor high is at 8 o'clock, and I put 9. So 7:30.
And today was the last day for our students. Tomorrow's the last day for our teachers.
If nothing else, this is it, Dr. Brown. Consider yourselves dismissed.